Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to 2018. Woo! Yeah, we're going to talk about some goal setting and some strategies for how to, get where we want to go. How many of you love this? I'm loving this whole little thing going on. I think it's super cute, right? Right? Hey, Blake, how's it going? Are you enjoying 2018? Yeah. Hi, Alexandra. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited. How many of you find this extremely distracting? I do. I don't think I could do an entire live episode like this. Absolutely not. Yeah, so we're going to see if I can turn this off. And if I can't, then we'll figure it out when I come back here. So let's see here. If y'all know how to turn off the funny masks. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Alrighty. Hey Cameron, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. So, how about 2018, right? How many of you guys are excited about it? I know I definitely am. But this evening, really quick, what I was going to discuss with you, as I've had opportunity with some other people. Hey April, how's it going? Glad you could join me. Is we're going to talk about goal setting in the new year and then some strategies to make that happen. If you've been looking at my page recently, you saw I posted from Huffington Post the article about the vision board. Now, it was not something I really believed in, really. I was like, right, yeah, visualizing what you want to do, I do that all the time. But this is an entirely different kind of visualization. And there's actually some really fascinating science behind it. So if you hear a lot about a vision board, that's because, hey Rose, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. It's because it actually works. Now, really quick, the concept of a vision board is to let your mind remind your body what that's going to feel like when you finally achieve what it is that you're going for. So let's first talk about goal setting. A lot of people don't really think about that. Sometimes we hit the new year and we're just glad to be alive. Let's admit that. Some of us are just like, thank the Lord Almighty, I made it to 2018. I'm not sure I'm ready for a new year. I kind of need a vacation between the two. I know sometimes I've been that way, but recently, since I started really thinking positive, changing my mindset about the new year, I'm thinking about what it is in my life that I want to see accomplished and really being intentional about making those things happen. Like, it has been a month. Ooh, here we go. Turn up the light. There you go. Hopefully y'all see me better. Ever since I've been intentional about that, I've seen some amazing changes. Hi, Day. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Some amazing changes in my life. Jennifer, hi. How are you? Thanks for joining. And so it's been a crazy ride. And since I started doing things like visualizing what I'm wanting to accomplish for the next year and then actually making tangible steps to make those goals happen, it's crazy. I'm like, okay, there must be something to all this hype. And of course, I'm somebody who's got to learn the hard way. I don't just take people and not people necessarily, but like situations, I don't take them at face value. So when someone's like, visualization works, and I'm like, okay, but it really does. So whatever it is, I want you to think about right now, just real quick, what is your goal for 2018? Like, if you had an overarching goal, someone were to say, what do you want to accomplish in 2018? What are you going to do? What's on your mind? Some people don't even have a goal. Some people don't know what they want from 2018. They don't know what they want for the next year of their lives. Well, let me inform you. If you don't have somewhere that you're heading, you're going to tread some water, you're going to walk around in the same circle, or you're going to get to the end of 2018 into 2019, you're going to be like, I survived it. I survived. Because you're going to have nothing to measure the progress or the growth that you've accomplished. So first things first, what is a major thing that you'd like to see change in your life? Maybe it's relationships. Maybe you want to change your career. Maybe that's a scary thing for you. You're like, there's no way I could change my career. Or maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe, hey Allie, how are you? Maybe you want to do something else with yourself. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to have a hobby. You know, maybe there's something you'd like to see yourself accomplish physically. Like maybe you want to reach a certain weight goal or whatever. So what I'm asking you to do is just think in your mind real quick what you want to do. Number 2, usually when we think about New Year's resolutions, typically it's things that we want to change, but we frame it in a negative way. So like, I want to lose, 50 pounds. I want to stop doing X, Y, and Z, right? We tend to think of all the things that we're not happy about in our lives and the things we want to change in that regard. But may I encourage you in something? What do you think would be the difference in saying, not so much I want to lose 50 pounds, but I want to, like me personally, okay, so I have weight to lose. I want to be fit again, right? I want to feel, so here's the way I phrase it. It's not that I want to lose 45 pounds. No, I want to feel energetic. I want to be able to keep up with my kids and not feel exhausted by walking up my flight of stairs, right? I would like to actually have breath after I run around with my kids. I don't want to, hey Joellen, thanks for joining me. I don't want to sack out on my couch and be like, good Lord Almighty, I wish that I could do X, Y, and Z, right? Or maybe in my relationships, instead of being like, man, darn it, I wish that I didn't always have confrontations with this person whenever I see them. Maybe I'd be like, hey, I would love to be able to go out with this person and do something fun. You know, framing it in a positive way. So what that requires, though, is not only to know what you want out of your new year, changing your career, making promotions in your business, changing your relationships, maybe changing your physical body in some way or your health, fitness that you've got going on. But not only figuring out what it is that you want and making it something that's deeply personal to you, but framing what it is in a positive way. And how do you get down to that? Well, you've got to decide. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining us. You have to decide what it is that you really want. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. For me personally, do I really want to lose weight? Well, yeah. But there's no way that standing on a scale to lose pounds is going to motivate me. Hi, Megan. Thanks for joining. That's going to motivate me. What I need to be able to do is I need to think back, okay, what do I really want? I want more energy. I want to feel sexy in my own clothes. I want to, my husband doesn't care, but I care, right? I want to be able to do some of the things that I physiologically can't do right now because my lungs aren't that healthy. Like, I want to be able to snowboard again. I want to be able to go on hikes with my family and be able to carry my son up the mountainside, right? These are things that I want to do. And so in this way, I'm looking at the goal differently. You see, it's not something that I don't want to do, or I'm looking at it negatively. I want to lose this weight because I don't like this weight, or I want to change this about the relationships because I don't like this, or I want to stop smoking. How about instead of stop smoking, how about, I want to be able to not be addicted to something. I want to be free from this addiction, right? I want to be able to go out and hang out with my buddies and not feel like I need to be able to handle stress in a positive fashion, right? So it's turning the focus from something negative, which automatically in your brain creates this negative sense, this emotion in you, and turning your face to what's positive, creating something positive, something that you want to move toward. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for joining. It's really crazy how that happens because we are all emotional beings, and every decision that's ever made, that we ever make, hi Linnea, every decision that we ever make usually stems from emotion. Believe it or not, the grocery shopping that you do, right? Oh, do you want Doritos or do you want some Doritos? Or do you want to, be healthy, right? Every decision you make, usually all your purchases are emotionally based. Every decision usually has an emotional base to it. And so sometimes when we're thinking negatively about something that we want to accomplish, we set ourselves up for failure. So that second point is to think positively about your goal. Instead of thinking what you don't want to do, think about what you do want to do. So instead of being like, oh my gosh, I got to get up at 5 o'clock and work out, be like, no, I get to get up at 5 o'clock and I get to make some positive changes in my body. So let's say you want to stop drinking soda all the time. That's what you would say. Oh, I want to stop drinking so much soda. How about, hey, I want to add more water to my day. My goal is going to be 32 ounces of water. So I guarantee you, if you're working towards 32 ounces of water, you're going to be drinking a lot less soda, right? It's just how you're framing your goal. So that was number 2. Number 3 is when you have figured out what it is you want to do, you need to figure out your why. And if you've been in the network marketing industry for a long time, or even if you haven't, I mean, it's amazing some of the stuff I've learned about the multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing. There's all a bunch of slashes. They're all the same, different words for the same thing. They're the same things that like corporate leaders do. Like guys who launch multi-million-dollar businesses. They do the same exercises. And you got to figure out what your why is. Why do you want to do this? And a frame of reference, just so you kind of understand what I'm saying, your why should make you cry. You're like, oh, that's sappy. No, seriously. If you are not deeply moved by what it is you're wanting to accomplish, you either don't want it bad enough or you haven't gone deep enough yet. So you'll find this when you want to launch a business or fitness or relationships. What do you have invested? What is invested? Hi, Katie. What is invested in your goal? So, for instance, for me in my business, there are so many different reasons why I want to do this business. But like, for instance, for me, one of my goals is, I have a goal that I want to achieve this year. Being an entrepreneur is a very risky endeavor. It's a lot of work. And it's a huge emotional commitment. Hi. But one of the things that you've noticed that, like, for me, and in fitness is the same, is why do I want to do this? Well, because the costs of not doing it are too high for me. Hey, Kaya. So for instance, why do I want to be fit? Why do I want to reach this goal? Because right now, I want to be able to go out and do those things with my kids. That's important to me. I want to be able to take care of my husband. I mean, my husband, in a lot of different ways, hey Daisy, in a lot of different ways, he's broken. He spent a lot of time in the military. He spent 3 tours overseas. There's a lot of things physically that at some point he won't be able to do. My health is terrible as it is. Like, I'm on a butt ton of meds just to keep myself alive. And fitness is extremely important to me. When I get to be 50 or 55 or 60 or 65, when those health things are going to come and call home, I want to be healthy, right? The risk